What's going on, my fellow explorers and adventurers? I'm the Gmod Explorer, and welcome to GM Lily Lovecore. I really love at least the scale of it right at the beginning. Uh, Before we get started with the video, 80% or more of you who haven't watched the video, who are watching the videos, are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're always coming back and watching the videos, you should definitely subscribe. Show me some love, you know? I'm sorry. I'll just see myself out the door. This map was recommended to me by Lily McFluffy, and it was made by Lily McFluffy, but in our Discord. So if you guys ever want to recommend maps, our Discord will be in the description down below as well. Let us see what this has in store for me. I was very curious on what the map looked like when we did the anniversary map referencing this particular map, and once we get to the room, and hopefully I'll point it out, and if I can remember correctly, I will point out which room it was in particular. But I really love the pink so far. Lily Lovecore. Now, for those who don't know, I do every map blind, so I don't know what textures you need and what textures I'm gonna need, but I have all the textures like CSS, CSGO, TF2, all the mainline textures that people use installed on my PC, like Left 4 Dead and Half-Life 2, Episode 1, 2, and I have a lot of stuff installed just to make sure I don't have to worry about textures or anything like that. I really do love everything's just hearts everywhere. I mean, that makes sense. The title is literally Lovecore. Now, I don't know exactly what that entails, but I will find out after I finish recording, or maybe I'll even come up with my own theories. I love doing those kinds of things. Right now, I'm getting some Valentine's Day vibes from this map, you know? From the start, at least. Ooh, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I could move that. Ooh, we have multiple numbered doors, and there's an area down there. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm just... My mouth wants to say words, but my brain cannot catch up. Nor can my mouth, even though it wants to say multiple things at once. Well, oh my, I was not expecting that at all. Whew. Oh, wow. This is what I think a love hotel would look like, at least in this room. Yeah, it looks like we got candy hearts around the place. Can I interact with those? I'm sure I can. I can't exactly pick them up from the floor based on past experiences, because every time I try, it's just a failure. So what's this? Can I actually, can I pick it up? It doesn't look like I can. But it's a candy heart. Oh, candy hearts. They're so good. Everything to the PC, to the keyboard. I actually have a Hatsune keyboard. I'm not gonna lie. I actually have a keyboard that kind of looks like this, but instead of like the it's not completely pink. There's some pink on it, just some pink, and there's just like blue. I'll probably show a picture of it if I feel comfortable enough of showing it. But I do play rhythm games on my free time, so that's why I have said keyboard. And I recently just got a brand new one, and I haven't transferred the keycaps to the new one I got, which is a lot better than the Miku one that was on it, because I would always have an issue where my my shift and spacebar would get stuck because of some like weird metal bar under the thing. I think those are the sticky key. I'm not sure, but I was too afraid to take them out, and I'm not going to do that because I'm not tech savvy enough. And I was not done talking about this room. The mouse is even covered in, it has a little heart on it. The chair there's just hearts everywhere, no matter where you go. Is the shadows hearts? This looks like a watermelon. Oh no, it looks like a strawberry. I was gonna say watermelon at first, you know, with the seeds, but this is definitely like strawberry-like. Oh my gosh, that actually fits very well, honestly, except for the tip. Or maybe this could be like chocolate dipped strawberry. I know it's supposed to be a heart, but that's what I'm getting out of this. It makes sense with the pink. But I've never actually, like, I don't even know, what do love hotels actually look like, you know? From certain, like, anime tropes I've seen, from like romantic comedy animes I've seen where they joke about a love hotel. I've never actually like seen one, at least in real time photos. Those are the only references I've got, and I don't know what one actually looks like, but they do exist. Another candy heart in here. I wonder if this will be some kind of secret I'm supposed to do later on. You know, I never really like I liked candy hearts, you know, but I never really. If it were my first choice, they're not my first choice of candy. If that makes sense. Candy hearts are good and all. I wonder if these even have actually do they have messages on it? Hold on, I want to check that. Let me just rotate this if I can figure out. Okay, there's no messages on the candy hearts. It's definitely got some physics on it. So, love chord. Love chord. Ooh, oh my gosh. I'm really not expecting the doors to slide. That's what's throwing me off. So, is this like an over exaggerated love hotel? I really like there's a different candy heart in every room. Even if it was a sort of hotel, each hotel has a really good looking PC, it seems, even though the PC itself is very old due to the monitor having a really rounded back. I'm not going to interact with that one. I'm going to leave the candy hearts in the corner. I'm just going to admire it now. It's a really change of scenery, too. From all the locations that I have been, have all been... what's the word for it? I wouldn't say depressing, no. What is it? Like rustic, you know? Like, I don't know. Industrial. The industrial look. Like I've been to like a futuristic place. The industrial look. I like the last map I just did was awesome, and it was nothing like that. So having a map back to back is a good change of viewpoints and a good change of pace. With me just enjoying looking at different colors. The first one was with the lime green and the white mint, minty with the flooring. Now I'm in a room of velvet and red and pink and white. Almost like I've eaten one sweep and I'm going like I've got like a table full of desserts, like the maps, and I've eaten the 90s one, which is the mint color, and the retro just mint candies, and or maybe ice cream, and you just eat it, and then now I'm on a second plate of red velvety goodness. And I'm trying to give everyone a chance for map recommendations. I have a lot of map recommendations in my Discord server, but they're all from William. So I'm trying to be fair and just when it comes to map recommendations. So I'm really sorry if it seems like I'm not being fair, but I want to give everyone a chance. This area up there. I wonder if those doors will open. I don't know if they will or not. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, we got another white one. I don't think there's anything on the keyboard. There's no outside either, it seems, unless it's supposed to be made that way. That one's not white. That one's like a kind of a cream look to it. I first looked at that and thought it was like a kind of like white, but it's not. Okay, which way? Okay, hand. You don't have to scare me like you're a little spider crawling on my screen. You're the one who has more problems, controller. Why don't you work when I need you to? Probably because I'm more right-hand dominant than I am with my left. Oh my gosh, look at this place. Hearts in the back of the chairs. All neatly organized as well. And then you got this massive glass dome. Almost looks like a ballroom than it does a dining room. Ooh, and then we got some black checkered pink restaurant looking kind of room, even though this is clearly looks like it's supposed to be the kitchen of some sort. And now that I think about it, I'm getting attraction vibes from this because I've seen videos of Super Mario Land. If I think that's what it's called, um, where they have like everything like completely like decorated, like the food is even like the mushrooms, and the overall like chefs are like digital what is it, digital television screens where they're cooking and making your food. This is the vibes I'm getting from this particular place, even though we actually have our first bit of hint of rust, even though some of the walls have seen some wear, tiny little bits of wear and tear, but it's not too noticeable. You can see like little what is it, creases, marks on the wall, especially that wall up there. I wonder how much of this is custom and how much of this I know I don't think I've ever seen a. Well, I mean, actually, you could cut that out. Then I think about it, that's just a whole wall texture curved out, and this is cut out using the cutout tool, right? In Hammer. That's the only thing I could think of that you would be able to do that with. It almost threw me for a loop, thinking that it was some sort of custom texture. This is probably custom, though. I don't know how you would make that. How do you make that? That's so interesting. Well, hopefully one day I'll get back into making my map again. I've been really busy lately. It's been rough in terms of living life. Nothing bad, nothing bad. Just busy bee. Other than hurting my foot recently. Video 602. I can't believe it. I posted the community post for the 950 subscribe. Oh, there's that area, I believe, for the 950 subscriber mark, even though it's at 976 right now, at least at the time of this recording, which is honestly really close to 1K. I'm so surprised. But other than that, when I posted the 600 episodes, I wasn't actually expecting an achievement of any kind. Oh, you have a love arcade? Oh, this is so cool. Okay, but I'm gonna go look at this place first because this is the place I want to talk about. Oh my gosh. Heck yes. Oh my god, I'm in Cotton Candy Land. It's so pink. What's that word? It looks like I'm walking on pink starbursts. That's what I was thinking of. And it's not just straight pink. You can see a lighter pink on the floor tiles. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Oh, it's so pink. It's a hot pink. Actually, a very, very white pink. The pink fog in the bottom. Although there's little bits and dirts in here, but that's just probably just the water texture doing its thing. Oh, oh, this is awesome. What I wouldn't to give to actually swim in a literal pool like this in real life. I would love to. And now that I think about it, why do all of the pools we go to always just have to be blue? You know, I mean, sure, it makes the water look like nice, like you're swimming in the ocean, and it looks clean. But why not pink? You know, chlorine levels. Maybe the chlorine is what makes the water blue, and the tile just matches that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on pools. I'm just a normal person making normal guesses and obscene guesses if I'm wrong. It would be a really cool change of pace to go to a pool that was just a different color. I think that's what I really want. Like, I really love water. It makes me feel calm and serene. And one day I really want to go to a pool with just a different vibe to it. Makes me feel kind of cutesy. Okay. So this is the reference to the anniversary map. It was just this space with the women's and the men's restroom. Yeah, see? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I get to be here. And I don't believe these opened in the anniversary map either, so I am glad I get to see this now after exploring that. I don't think any of these turn on. Wow. How many different textures can you get with pink? This is the map. Oh, man. Really, well, at least from my viewpoint, it's a short shower head. Can I open any of the lockers? No. I wouldn't think so. I'm gonna just assume it's just stone and not like fingerprints or blood or anything like that. I'm surprised walking through a map like this. I haven't seen any like references. I mean, not references. So hold on, let me reword that. My mind is just swirling with stuff I want to talk about. I'm surprised, especially with those candy hearts. I haven't seen like any like text saying like "be mine" or "I love you" or "hug." You know what I mean? It would make those rooms a lot more unique too, with those candy hearts actually having like text in it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm nitpicking, but it's just stuff coming out of my head I want to talk about. I think would be interesting. So it's not to give any the map developer flack or anything like that. It's just my own mind popping up with interesting topics I want to talk about and point out little details and stuff I want to see, but don't necessarily need to see, if that makes sense. I see a crack right there that says SC, and that one's backwards. That could just be me though. Yeah, this was the reference to the anniversary map, which is awesome. I'm really glad I get to walk through this map, especially since it's been recommended to me. I've been doing nothing but recommendations. I really need to take the time and do a map for myself too. I do occasionally, but not too often because I don't want to be rude, if that makes a good lick of sense. Wait, is that a heart too? Right there? It looks like a heart. I would be surprised. Maybe I've just seen a lot of hearts on the floor and everywhere. I'm just now picturing stuff. Why does it look like there's a heart here too? With the stains. I think I'm just being delusional now. Now, this is interesting. Oh, this is a nice looking hallway. Oh, it's locked, huh? Hmm. Oh, a movie theater. I got more stuff popping up in my head. I'm now thinking of Alice in Wonderland. Whenever she goes to the Queen of Hearts. Is that what her name is? The Queen of Hearts? It's been a while since I've seen that movie. There's probably a key somewhere. There's most definitely a key somewhere. I really hope I'll be able to find it. And the scale is still huge. At least in VR, it's pretty big. I feel really small. Yeah, I can't walk in there. Thought it was like some kind of like invisible wall or something. Oh, the Love Arcade. Oh, look at all these retro-looking colors too with the hearts. Oh, this is so nice. I love it so much. I love it so much. I'm sorry about that. Oh my god, even the arrangement of the arcade machines is a heart. Now what to do? Now where's that key? Where could it be? Where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the beautiful key? Find the key, or you're happy you'll be. That is a movie reference if you know what that's from. And if you don't know what movie reference that is, what are you doing? You should go watch The Haunted Mansion right now. Okay, so there's definitely a way down there. Maybe. I'm possibly. There's a seam right here, so there's got to be a way to unlock it. Okay. There's more space for us to explore over in that direction. I haven't really seen... I wasn't even trying to look for a key, and now I'm more concentrated than ever trying to find this thing. Let's explore the places first and know what our bounds is, and then we'll start looking for keys. Oh, that scared me so much. Jesus, man. Ooh. I saw something on top of this podium, but I'm looking around the floor. Oh, well, there's the key. I can get up here and... Whoop. Oh my gosh. Please! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to hold it. So let's grab this. Let's see, is this... Get me out. Is this eye level? Yes, it is. So, put that up so that way I can grab it with my actual hand. And I can't grab it. Ah, there we go. The Key of Hearts! I was about to say Kingdom Hearts. Alrighty. Interesting. I wonder if I'm in a castle now. Love core, though. Hey guys, guess what I found? The key to my heart. I'm just kidding. Alrighty. I'm expecting not to be scared or anything by whatever this leads to. Oh no. 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 Nope. 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 Why can't I open this? It just opened for like a split second. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No, 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 no. I don't want to be in here. 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 I don't want to be... What? Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna take the time to actually read these. Okay, so content warning. I'm just letting you guys know, but I am an educational. Well, I guess I'm not an educational channel. I am playing a game on VR, and I'm okay. Well, you got your warning. So just fair warning, children, kids, you, Jimmy, you have been warned. Let's actually read these. His name was Simon. Unfortunately, I'm going to read this on my own, and you're going to read it on your own as well. Hopefully, I'll be able to see everything. He fell in love with him. Oh, you know what? I'll read it. I was a hopeless romantic, so I couldn't help it. He definitely found out about my feelings for him, so he used that to his advantage. Wow. Made me feel like he loved me, cared for me, and only wanted to be with me. In reality, he was just toying with me and my emotions. He talked to other girls and flirted with them to a point of slowly convincing me and manipulating me into thinking that if we got into a poly relationship, it would prove my love for him, and if I didn't, it meant that I didn't love him at all. It went on for 2 years, and I was only used for those kinds of favors and pictures that he held over my head and as blackmail and threatened to send to my mom. In the end, I went off to off the radar to lose contact with him and the other people for good. Wow, that's really sad. So there actually is some. Is this a true story? Did this say true? Are these? Oh no, it's already gone. Oh man, I didn't get to. Did it say true? I didn't pay attention to that small detail. You know, for someone who like really likes details, I'm not really good at paying attention. But this is. Oh man, I really hope stories. Wow, that hurts. All right. Wow, that's just ridiculous. It's really sad to think that people like that actually exist. It's really hurtful. We were about the same age, early 20s. She seemed like such a sweetheart at first, but down the line, she got more and more distant. It was barely a relationship in the end. No kisses, no hugs, not even a text. Until one day, my last message was no longer unread, and I got it. I think we should break up. She even had the guts to say it to my face. Wow. I'm really sorry about that. That really sucks. Mickey and Z. So 3 days after the 1 year anniversary, and just after I found myself successfully beating my leukemia. Wow, that's amazing. I was contacted by somebody, just kind of out of the blue, saying that my girlfriend was cheating on me. At first, I was in deep effing denial. Because of that time, she was all I really had to fight for. My life was about as essy than as it is now. Basically, turned out she was cheating on me for months, and at the same time, she was telling me to fight so we could get married someday. Wow. And you were fighting leukemia too. Wow. When I confronted her about it, I lost my thought. When I confronted her about it at the end, she tried to turn it down around on me like, "Oh, you aren't around enough." And S like that. Reason I wasn't around is because I know I was, getting effing treatments. Yeah, exactly. When it finally did go into remission and I was getting better, I talked to her every day for those last few days. So that was kind of effing BS on her part. Anonymous. These have got to be true stories because this name is completely out. I really hope I'm allowed to show these stories and share the experiences of what people have been through. There's a window right there. Yeah, that's she's definitely not the right one, especially if you were trying to fight leukemia. And that's completely like that's such a cop out. Oh, you were not around enough because well, it's not their fault. Wow. My first ever girlfriend was a girl from my school. Before that, I was a bit of a fatty and was too scared to even approach a girl. That's another story in itself. That sounds like me in high school. I was now fit and pretty dang good looking and managed to get together with this nerdy girl from school. That's definitely not me. At first, the relationship was all sunshine and roses. There was absolutely no intimacy the first 2 weeks, just the usual hand holding and occasional kissing. But as I tried to approach her, the whole thing turned foul, and I couldn't even understand why. I lost my spot. Any advances I tried were turned down and usually would get me scolded too. It's important to know that I only ever tried such things in private moments, so I can't really understand why she would get so stingy. Is it stingy? Stingy about any of that. Ironically, she apparently saw herself in a position where she could touch me anytime, anywhere, especially in front of her friends who would parade me around in front of. I dared complain about the awkwardness of the situation as was I was in for a scolding. Eventually I just started to not care and turned into a bit of a brute and would simply walk away or force her off me if I wasn't feeling like it. The relationship ended swiftly after that. So you can make advances. If you try to make advances on her, I'm trying to get the story straight because I read it, but I got a little confused during the reading, just a little bit. So I'm gonna simplify it. So any advances that he tried to make, Ivan or Levin, I'm gonna say Ivan. Ivan tried to make, she would get mad at him. But she was allowed to have intimacy whenever she wanted, which is completely unfair in a relationship. Uh so it felt like she was the one in control, and she would also use you as some kind of like trophy to show off to her friends, right? And even if you when you tried to fight back, it just ended up in more scolding. That's what I'm getting from this story in particular. And I hope I got it right because there is a lot of text and I tried to take all the information in. There's a lot of definitely one-sided. Not every relationship goes two ways. And that really sucks. All right. My ex-girlfriend and I were hanging at a friend's house while we watched YouTube videos. Okay, hanging at a friend's house while we watched YouTube videos. Okay, so your ex-girlfriend. Many of these videos were somewhat offensive in context. She explained to me she was not happy with what she saw and that it offended people with disabilities. Believe it or not, my weird A has a severely learning disabilities. Along with my friends, and watching this stuff was not offensive to us at all. Severe learning disabilities, along with my friends, and watching this stuff. Okay. I explained that to her. After she explained that it was still not acceptable and thought that we should part ways because of it. During the relationship, she explained that she wasn't happy with our different shifts at our job, too, and I was unwilling to switch to her shift due to personal and scheduling reasons. After I explained to her my situation, she came back later with a proposal where we should get back together. I explained to her that if she would have these responses in this kind of situation, that it would be best if we moved away from each other. Yeah, I think that's just for the best, Alec. I think that's the good choice. They always say that, two negatives equals a positive. That's not always the case. And the fact that she wanted to get back together, even though, like, she didn't like the things that you watched. Granted, I will say that um, watching people with disabilities and laughing, it's not good. But if you have a learning disability yourself, then that's completely up to your discretion. But to me, it's not okay. But to Alec, that's what they themselves are going through, correct? But she wanted you to switch with her shift, and then she wanted to get back together with you, even though she didn't entirely agree with your own viewpoints. It's very wait, Lily. Oh my god, the pipes say Lily. Wait. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that at first. Okay. It just probably just says Lily right there. What is this? I'm gonna read the next note. Her name was Katie. We were friends for a while, and we mentioned we had a crush on each other. We got into dating for a bit, and she ended up breaking up with me for no reason. Okay. Eventually, she wanted to get back, and so we did. We played games, watched stuff together. Eventually, we met IRL. Oh, so you were online dating. Okay. All right, cool. It was all good. Then she started breaking up and wanting to get back together repeatedly, over and over and over and over again. Last straw was when I was in the hospital dying and we had broken up, and she mentioned wanting to get back together again, but she said she had to think about it first. Cue me being in the hospital seeing she got engaged. Wait. Cue me being in the hospital seeing she got engaged without telling me, keeping me on hold while I was dying from kidney failure. That was the last time we dated, but we're still friends because we made up eventually. Anonymous too. That sounds like a very toxic kind of thing she was doing. I'm sorry I'm giving advice. I don't have the right to give advice to any of these people. I really do not. So don't listen to me when I talk. This is just my own opinion and how I myself would see it. Okay? None anything I said to any of these notes can be completely disregarded. I'm just talking from my own heart. But to me, I honestly wouldn't let this happen to me, you know? If it was over and over and over again, honestly, it second chances are fine, but it's not good to keep them around whenever you just don't have the love reciprocated back to you, especially when she can't make up her own mind. If you yourself can make up your own mind, then you had the choice to stop this, you know? And then with you dying, I hope you're alive still. I believe you are because of the last. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Scared me. I can't turn it back on. Can I? Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't turn it back on. I can't turn it back on. Ah, come on. Why does the VR have to be like this? But I'm gonna assume that they're still alive after that last sentence. I really hate this VR mod. It's a pain in my butt. Oh my God. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? It's like a whole different game trying to get this to pop up. I really. Oh, I had it. Oh my gosh. Got it. Oh my God, that was a pain in the butt. But I hope whatever you were going through is done now. But I don't. As long as you're still friends and you're not like constantly dating her, it's okay. But eventually, when you get another person to fall in love with, you should probably tell them about her and the experience you had because that's what partners do. At least to me. Okay, let's see. Can I interact with this? Okay, I cannot. What is this? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, I know what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to find one. Okay. Alright. She is an ambulatory wheelchair user. What does ambulatory mean? Does that mean frequent? That's just another word for frequent. She is an ambulatory wheelchair user with a back injury that causes extreme pain. We were about to leave. Leave where? We were about to leave and they closed the retail doors at Walmart. Oh, okay. At 6 p.m., right as we were leaving. She took it personally because she'd been sitting at that door. My nose is itching. About to go out because she was in severe pain. And the guy just locked the door right in front of us. She starts throwing a massive fit and claws the heck out of herself. Oh my gosh. She claimed it helped her back pain by focusing it somewhere else. I just about left out of not wanting to be associated with her because I had to push the cart full of groceries, which meant I couldn't also push her wheelchair. Wow. That's a that's definitely a story. Wait, so they were about to leave and they closed the retail doors they closed the retail doors at 6 p.m. right as we were leaving. Okay, I'm trying to read this. I'm sorry. I have to reread it. So we all locked inside of Walmart or outside? I really wish I had some more detail about this. Just a little bit. But this sounds kind of like a type of depression almost. Or maybe yeah, because if you're hurting yourself to get yourself focused on something else, that almost sounds like a type of a self-harm. Well, it's definitely self-harm and that shouldn't be the case. But I mean, she honestly needs more than just help with her back. I don't like that door being open. I do not like that door being open. During the second semester of my freshman year at uni, I was reeling from a breakup with my last ex when I met this guy in our shared lunch hall. We call him Bojack. I'm gonna make sure my mic is actually fixed. I'm gonna make sure I'm not too loud. Okay, here we go. Uh, oh, okay, hold on. I'm looking for my spot. We'll call him Bojack. He seemed pretty innocent at first, all things considered, but something felt just a smidge off. I had been through my fair share of unhealthy and toxic situations, so I can read the room all too well. But I must have been blinded by the fallout from my last ex, so I brushed my own concern aside. This would be an almost deadly mistake. A few weeks into our relationship, he invited me out for lunch. I should have suspected the drink he gave me. Took me to his dorm where I wasn't mentally there anymore, and he had his way. Oh my gosh. I came to my senses and tried to flee during the movie he put on afterwards. I pushed through being physically assaulted and fled to my dorm where I contacted the university security. As people still don't believe a man can be RAPED, they brushed me aside. He continued to stalk me whenever we stumbled across the. Wait. So wait, this. Oh my gosh. That's so bad. That's horrible. As people still don't believe a man can be. I don't want to say it because it's YouTube. Wow. I don't even know what to say about this one either. I really hate that that happened to you. Honestly, that's a wow. And the fact that they just didn't even care. The world we live in just it speaks volumes. You know, you can have the best years of your life up to when you're an old man or woman or they them, just anything and just die happily. But there are a lot of people who go through real like pain like this and real situations like this with the wheelchair. It's just also heartbreaking and I understand. I understand it. Wow. I always like I would always like sometimes when I get not I sometimes get bored listening to my music, and either when I'm lying on my bed, I always think about the good in the world and sometimes the bad. And I've definitely seen some bad situations watching when I used to watch Law and Order Special Victims Unit. There were definitely a lot of stuff, but this is just like wow, all of this. I don't want to be in here. I'm actually kind of scared. Why is this door busted open? I don't want to be in here. Oh my god. Can we not? I am scared. Oh my god, I'm scared. So what's the significance of the pipes? I understand the heartbreak. The stories. Well, maybe I myself haven't gone through something really messed up as that. But I think it's important to tell my own story, to add to this map. Um, so in high school, I'm going to talk about it down here because this is actually the perfect spot. to add to the map, and I think it'd be okay to add my own story. So I dated in high school. I just recently moved from where was it? From New York State to Texas, and I finished off my 7th year, and I moved on to the 8th year. And on my 8th year, I fell in love with this girl. We're gonna call her L. Let's just say Liliana. We'll just say Liliana. And she was new to the school, and I used to do tennis for fun, for just an after school physical activity. They didn't have like any swim classes. They had like soccer, but I wasn't really into that. And I think they also had basketball, but tennis seemed a lot more fun to me because I think during that time I played a lot of Wii Sports at home. But that's not that's not the point. But we became really good friends, to the point where it was the last 2 months of our middle school year, and I confessed my feelings to her. And I really loved her with all my heart. It was my first true love. I'd had gone out with girls before, but I've never understood what love was before then. And yeah, it it was like 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 a child who loves a toy is when I thought love was when I was growing up, as I was growing up. But then when I met her, I actually like loved her. I liked her. I wanted to give her all my heart, but I just didn't know how to. It was, I wouldn't say difficult for me, but I myself wasn't very talkative throughout my school years. I would always make jokes and be loud for attention because I'm not really good at making friends when it comes to social interactions. Heck, I think this is the time where I actually got a phone. It was either the beginning of high school or in the middle of the summer. Like I said, I don't remember exactly when I got my first phone, but it was somewhere around there. And we ended up going to the same high school together, and we dated um for 2 years, which is absolutely awesome for any relationship, especially with the high school relationship that I've been through. And it was a little hard. We could never talk to each other sometimes. We could only ever talk to each other early in the mornings because whenever my first year of high school was, I had taken swimming. I wasn't in tennis anymore because of certain situations, but I will talk about that some other point. Um, so swimming would be the last thing we would do. It'd be the very last thing for our period, and it was only for an hour. Like it was an actual like full on period. And so I was able to talk to her then, and we'd always meet in the library and talk, and then I would, you know, it'd just be a normal relationship. I There wasn't a lot of hand holding. There was not a lot of kissing at all. I only gave her like one kiss, and that was like the second year. And even then, there wasn't a lot of physical intimacy, if that makes sense. We were still acting like we were friends. I was still acting like we were friends. I know she wanted to like show that we were a couple, if that makes sense. And it's even to this day, I still don't even know what it is to me to have a real love interest relationship. If I was in a relationship, a physical relationship right now, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't even know what it means to go on dates. Like I've been on a date before, but I've never done all the, what do you call it? You know, I was still a kid, I didn't have a job. I couldn't exactly buy her stuff. I did have to have my parents buy stuff for me and and give her a gift when it was her birthday. And we did occasionally go to her house, but never what couples did. It was always just the friend zone, at least in my end, and I know she really wanted to step it up, like hugs, cuddles, hand holding, all that couple stuff, you know? I just myself just didn't know how to do it. As much as my heart wanted to give it to her, I just didn't. I was scared, and I just it's so many feelings, you know? It's really hard, at least for me. Other people, it will be easy for them, and for these people that in this hallway in particular, it's good to know there are some people out there who I can sort of relate to, but this is on a different scale than what I went through. But in the end, in the middle of the last, or not the middle, I think it was on the second year we dated. She broke up with me in the middle of the high school semester during what we called mega lunch. She pulled me off to the side. She told me she wanted to break up, and then she went and sat down back at with her friends, and so did I. And I felt heartbroken. I had so many things going through my head, like, and she just acted all casually to her friends, like nothing had happened. And to this day, I don't even know if she felt anything for me at all. I still don't know. And on that, I like throughout the whole day, I was just silent, nothing but silence. And this is the day before we went to the carnival, where we went out on a date. Um, we did have adult supervision with her mom and my parents, because my parents are very protective of me, but not the point. The first person, and I give him a lot of crap, to comfort me was my dad. It was my dad. The one thing he has done for me was be there for me whenever I was heartbroken. That's a memory I will keep in my own heart forever. And it hurts. You know, it really, I gave my heart to her, but at the same time, I didn't know how to give it to her completely. If I really hope that makes sense. I'm trying to do this without having this. It hurts to talk, so, but I took the day off the next day, and even after high school, I would still have dreams of her because the pain and the memory still laid there. They stopped now. They've definitely stopped, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to give out my heart like that to another person and ever again. It's love is a pain, and it's a risk you have to take. And I think we can all learn, especially in the year 2024, what it means to actually love someone. But I'm really sorry for my depression, not depression, depressing story. But it's experience I won't forget. It's what made me who I am today. It's those experiences are what make me the person that I am today. Even with all the pain I go through, even with all the struggles, I hope one day that my happiness can be spread to others. I care about myself, of course. I want to be happy, and I am happy. I'm glad making videos. This is what I love doing. I love seeing new things and having good shared experiences with other people, even though the experience I have can't exactly be, and um, they shouldn't be compared at all. Experiences are just meant for different people. It's just how we learn for those things. All right, I think I've talked way too much in this video, especially down here. I really thank you so much for making the map, Lily. By the way, I'm really glad I could talk with my heart without exposing, you know, I don't want to get swatted if that makes sense. Oh my god, that scared me. Someone just knocked on my door, I think. Okay, that was weird. That scared me. Okay, how do I get down here? Or was that the map? Was that the map? I thought someone knocked on my door. I'll have to look at it through the recording again. But I think it's time to give this map a good Z-clip. Warning, there'll be frame lag, frame delays, quality drops, frame skips, all that fun stuff. So, let us see what we have in this map. No clip. I don't know if there's actually a way to get in there. Yeah, I don't... Maybe that's what the knocking was. Maybe it was the map. I don't know. I do have one of my relatives living with me, so that scared me. Okay. This is an awesome map. Especially with that underground area. I loved all the like, it really just set the tone for this entire map. You got the bright pink love. Like, this is actually, this is shaped into a heart. Look at that. And then you have this down here, which is the other side of the coin, which is where all the heartbreak and the experiences are at. Deep below the surface of this core. This love core. But that will be it for the video. I don't know if there's anything for me to do in terms of just this. I actually don't know if there is anything. I really hate missing stuff. But that will be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys ever want to recommend me maps, the link for the Discord will be in the description down below. Bye, guys.